sports page with the Orlando Sentinel and FM 96.9 The Game's Mike the Bulldog Bianchi.
On JRR.
Bulldog Sport brought to you by Kaufman and Lind Injury Attorneys. The dog is on vacation this week and will be back on Monday, I believe, Taco Bob.
He's missing some Olympic action.
Speaking of Olympic action, we'll begin with that. On the advice of the coach, Mark Daniels, yesterday, he popped in here. I was talking to us, while the music was playing. He goes, "Have you seen Sevens women's rugby yet?" I'm like, "No, I haven't." He goes, "You need to watch that."
And I told you, I backed him up on it. I watched this one chick just level people a few days. I just watched the highlights, of course.
New Zealand,
yes.
The powerhouse in this, the Blacks, as they're nicknamed because of the black jerseys. They played China, I think, yesterday. Beat them 55-5. Mm-hmm. Brutalized them. And then, as Mark pointed out, which is great, the entire match is like 25 minutes long.
You've been Olympicked out, dude. He was texting me yesterday. What about skateboarding? The announcer was a complete bro.
Total bro.
Yeah.
It's like gnarly this and gnarly that. Anyway, back to the Sevens rugby. And then comes on the U.S. women's rugby team. A little bit of an upset, I guess, as they beat Great Britain to move on for a potential to play for a medal.
That's what I'm talking about.
So there you go. The third full day of the 2024 Paris Olympics in the books. 8 U.S. athletes won medals yesterday. The biggest one of the day came from the U.S. men's gymnastics team, with the squad taking bronze in team competition for the first time since 2008. The U.S. also got silver and bronze medals in the same event from Katie Grimes and Emma Wennett in the women's 400-meter individual medley, as well as medals from Jagger Eaton and Nyjah Houston in men's street skateboarding yesterday. It looked like one of them was going to be able to snag the gold, but nope, it was not to be. The U.S. has the most medals of any country at this point, with 20 more will be added to that total today, undoubtedly.
Yeah, we have men's and women's surfing for the gold today.
The U.S. women's basketball team also opened up its Olympic campaign with a resounding win against Japan as it goes for its 8th consecutive gold medal. What else we got happening? Lily King in swimming barely misses medaling. She's 27. She's been the bedrock of the American swimming team for a long time, and it was hopeful that she's going to be able to snag a few more medals before she wraps up her Olympic career. She missed the podium by 1/100th of a second, tying 4th of the 5 swimmers within a third of a second of each other in that event.
Wow.
100 breaststroke. What else we got happening here? Some other Olympic notes. Men's Olympic triathlon postponed due to water quality in that river there.
They warned about it ahead of time. Oh no, it's gonna be all set. It's gonna be clean enough. Ugh.
They'll try again tomorrow. Not exactly sure what you do.
We don't want our athletes getting Bob Costas eyes. Remember that other Olympics where he had pink eye and he was broadcasting?
Yeah, that was the
water issues. Not in the river, but
Winter Olympics in Sochi, I believe that was years ago. Canada has filed a formal appeal of the 6-point deduction levied against their women's soccer team, all stemming from a team staff member that was caught flying a drone over the training session for New Zealand's national team. Canada says the penalty unfairly punishes the athletes for action they had no part in and goes far beyond restoring fairness to the match against New Zealand. They're going to have a hearing later today, and a decision is expected at some point on Wednesday afternoon. Yeah, they were hit with a 6-point deduction, pretty much puts them in a hole.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, well.
I mean, I know you just said it, that the team had nothing to do with it, the players, but team's the team, man. Just like Tom Brady with the deflating the balls back in the day.
European pay TV company Eurosport has sent one of their commentators home. Bob Ballard has been dropped from its Olympic roster with immediately after making sexist remarks about the Australian women's swim team. After they won the gold medal in the 4x100 meter freestyle relay, Ballard said, quote, "Well, the women just finishing off, you know what women are like, hanging around, doing their makeup."
Come on, man.
Yeah, dude. You need to kind of read the room now as far as stuff like that goes present day.
And you're on such a huge platform as the Olympics.
Yeah, so he has been sent bye-bye. He's done with his Olympic commentary. Congratulations to the Lake Mary Little Leaguers who will be headed to the South competition to advance to the Little League World Series. They made it this far last year. Again, they will see if they can emerge out of that to eventually move on to represent the South in the Little League World Series in Williamsport.
Yeah, they were having the sending off party for them. Like, all right, guys, come on. Good for them.
Good for them for the 12 and unders. Second straight state championship. They won just over a week ago. And the ultimate goal, against
look, there they are in their little send off.
Go get them, boys.
That's it.
Go get them. Speaking of baseball, the Orioles catcher James McCann yesterday was drilled in the face by a 95-mile-per-hour fastball.
Oh, my God.
The Orioles beat the Blue Jays 11-5. I have the video of this on our Facebook page if you haven't seen it yet. Here's the kicker. McCann stayed in the game.
That's like a hockey player. Just like balls right there.
That's a man's man right there. So anyway, pretty nasty moment there.
Again, JR, our Facebook page, check that out.
Marlins and the Rays begin a 2-game series today in St. Pete, and the Major League Baseball trade deadline is at 6 o'clock this evening, so there could be some big last-minute deals, teams maneuvering as they get in set for the playoff run. Some NFL training camp news. The Indianapolis Colts lose their 2023 sack leader, defensive end Samson Ebukam, to a torn Achilles. He is expected to miss the season. Aaron Rodgers for the Jets was visibly upset yesterday. The Jets had a very sloppy practice. Rodgers throws an interception on his second play attempt. He would have been sacked several times, if it was real game conditions. He had his foot stepped on by one of his offensive linemen, and then his center was having problems snapping the ball in the shotgun formation. Rodgers is jumping all over the place trying to field those. So,
and did they got to protect that guy? Come on.
Room for some improvement in the Jets camp early on. Houston Texans defensive end Danico Autry suspended for 6 games for violating the NFL's policy against PEDs. He says his doctor submitted a prescription for a different medication than he was expecting, and it was on the banned substance list. Yet he will accept the suspension. And some F1 news, Taco Bob.
I know it's a 3-week break, right?
Ferrari driver Carlos Sainz will join Williams Racing in 2025. This will effectively bounce American driver Logan Sargent from the Williams seat and probably out of F1 entirely. And Red Bull announcing yesterday they will stay with their secondary driver Sergio Perez beyond the summer break and until the end of the year. There was many who thought they might depart with him over the summer break from F1, but Checo will remain in that seat for the time being.
That was a big serving of sports this morning, Lynch.
We aim to please round here.
Lynch and Taco. On demand. Download the iHeartRadio app.